Alright, last season on my old channel, I did videos where I reviewed episodes of Doctor Who. I avoided spoilers. There's no way to review last night's episode without having spoilers in it, because the spoiler is the first scene in the show. So, this review, and probably the one next week after the second episode, will not be for people who haven't seen the episode. So if you haven't seen the episode, don't watch. Now, if you're still watching, holy crap! Okay. I don't know where Moffat's going with this, but I have a feeling. There have been times where I've kind of felt for Daleks, whether it's Rusty, Dalek Khan, other singular Daleks. The idea that the Doctor in Genesis of the Daleks played a role in their creation, on any level, could have stopped their creation, which was what the Time Lords wanted him to do. And in the end, he refused to do it. Now, he has the choice of killing Davros. I really don't see him killing Davros. But could they break the timeline and reclaim the character? I know it was only a few weeks ago. I was talking to my son about Davros, and I'd like to see Moffat's take on the character, because we've seen Moffat's take on the Master. We got both in the same episode. Missy was a delight last night. And in Season 8, I thought she got a raw deal in the fact that the reveal of who she is and what she was doing for the Doctor was really rushed, and it was too bad. I think that at that ending episode should have been drawn out to 2 parts, and you could have done a lot more exposition to do with how the Master came back. And that still hasn't been explained, and I don't know if Moffat's going to explain it. He may not. Now, it reminded me of how lazy he got in Season 6. Season 6 was, the Doctor has to die on this date, and then in the end it was, well, he didn't and nothing happened. He's been lazy before. That's why I hated Season 6. Absolutely hated it, because it's like, okay, you've got a premise here that can't happen. I'm already not invested in it. And as soon as they showed the people living inside of a body of somebody else, I'm like, so that's how they're going to get out of it. And I was done. I was like, okay, I can see halfway through the season how this season's going to end. I don't care. Now, he's not doing that here, but he's made Missy, I can't say I care about Missy, but I don't know. When she made the offer to the Daleks, when she said, you guys need this blue box, and I can pilot it for you, and you guys can rule the universe, I bought it. I was like, oh, shit. What did he bring her for? The fact that I bought it means it worked. People complain about Moffat. I complain. Look, all of Season 6 I can throw away, except for Let's Kill Hitler and A Good Man Goes to War. Other than that, basically the whole season, to me anyways, I don't enjoy very much. Day of the Astronaut, or The Impossible Astronaut, whatever it was, doesn't matter. Day of the Moon, Impossible Astronaut. This season feels like it's going to be epic. There's been, trailers that show new villains. To me, what they're doing is they're getting the Daleks out of the way right away. Moffat's saying, okay, there has to be a Dalek episode in every series. Agreed. Whether people like it or don't like it, that is your main villain. There should be an episode every year with them in it. Supernatural has Crowley. They have various hell-related kings that end up, whether it's Lucifer or whoever at the time. They have to be in there at least once. what would Battlestar Galactica have been without the Cylons? You know, if you'd had this whole universe of creatures, people would have been like, okay, well, those are cool villains. Can we get back to the Cylons? So, if you take Daleks out of it, there's going to be people complaining there's no Daleks in it. Davros was spot on. The things with the eyes in their hands, Davros didn't have an eye here. Right away I put that together. I was like, eyes in their hands, are they like some Dalek type creature that they can see with their hands? And then this kid, and I'm like, oh no, the poor kid. And as soon as the kid said I'm Davros, I was like, just the whole episode after that, I was like, I don't know what to do. The freezing of the planes in place was fantastic. Classic Master type distraction, like, hey, hello, over here. Totally could have just gone out and, you know, gone to Clara on her own and said, hey, you know, grabbed her by the neck and said, you're coming with me, used the vortex manipulator and taken her away. But wanted to make sure she came along willingly. There's a lot going on here. Are they going to explain the creature that's made of snakes? Because I was like, that's creepy. That's new. I would give the episode 12 out of 10. It might be, as of right now, my all-time favorite Doctor Who episode. And there's going to be people who complain, oh, the Doctor doesn't play guitar. No, but Peter Capaldi does. And the Doctor changes with each actor that plays the role. They bring something to it. Sylvester McCoy, that was his hat. He was wearing his hat the entire time he was the Doctor. That was his thing. Look, if the Fifth Doctor can wear a piece of celery for 3 years and people accept it, then I can accept the Doctor in his 1,000+ years on the planet, 2,000 years, however long it's been. He learned at some point to play guitar. And play it pretty well. I do think that with the old Daleks and the new Daleks mixed, and there's been a lot of talk online lately, what's that about? They can control time. They brought back Skaro. So I think we are both in the future, the past, the present. I think everything's all mixed together. And the fact that the planet was invisible tells me that Skaro and Gallifrey are not too far from one another. And when they showed the Daleks getting ready to leave and go to war, I have a funny feeling Gallifrey could be back the next episode. It is a fantastic twist. And I said at the end of last year, when Missy said, here's where the planet is, and the Doctor gets there and opens up the door and goes, it's not here. And he starts trashing the TARDIS. I was like, no. He's not thinking. I told you where it is, not when it is. It's out of sync, like the planets in at the end of season 4. The planets were all a little bit out of sync in the Medusa Cascade. So you couldn't see them unless you put yourself out of sync. Or they're in a parallel dimension in that spot. So maybe the Doctor's in that parallel dimension. Maybe that's where that ship took him. It is a fantastic episode. I want more Missy. I did not want more Missy throughout Season 8. Season 8, I was not impressed. And when it turned out it was the Master, I rolled my eyes like everybody else and said, oh crap. But I gotta say, she really enjoys her work. And I really enjoy her as Missy. And I'd like to see like a Missy talk show, which ends every interview with her rolling her eyes and evaporating her guests. And I have plenty of celebrities she can start with. I think you'd have great ratings, and I think it would be a very enjoyable show. I think Clara was entertaining, but it showed that you don't need Clara for the show to be really good, because Clara didn't play a major role in it. Missy did. And the Doctor did. If you really pay attention. Anyways, fantastic episode, 12 out of 10.